Okay, and we're back. As you probably can notice, I look a bit different. So what I did is I just went down to the market in Limsa and purchased some new pieces of gear just to raise our item level up, so we're up 3. Just got some of the gear available, so replaced the gloves, the leggings, and the feet. I was going to replace the jewellery as well, but they basically offer the same stats bar being able to put in materia, which we can't do yet anyway, and we don't have any to put in anyway. So yeah, so we shall now go off and try and get this probably Pirate's Quest completed, which should require us to go to our first dungeon. So we need to head over to Alport first and foremost. And then it's a short trek north from Alport. Oops. Yeah, I tried to summon a mount just then, but obviously we do not have that capability yet. We can sprint, however. I'll also just go in and grab Coalescence. Now what this ability does is it just increases the amount of HP that we get back from heal spells, which is very nice for healers. We don't have anything else that we don't have on our hotbar, but we do have enhanced vitality from level 20, so yeah. This Coalescence is good. Cool. I went too far there. Where's the... Oh, see? I jumped the gun. That was silly. Alright, let's go back then. Close that. Okay, and we need to go to the Fishers Guild to go to the ferry. For whatever reason they get you to go that way. I think it's more of the just in case you're coming from Gridania or Uldar, you probably don't have Alport, so this gets you to Alport. You hear about the Commodore Rayna's investigation, then you'll want to board a ferry bound for Alport. Once you arrive in Western Lenosha though, you'd best pay a visit to the Hall of Novice before you blunder into Sastasha. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall, and folk there will prepare you, train you with skills you'll need to face dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in Seagrot. The hall is on the way to Sastasha, just north of Alport. Head inside one, and the seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. So the Hall of Novice they're talking about literally just puts you into controlled environments and teaches you like to dodge AoEs. Teaches like tanks to be mindful of their surroundings, of ads, making sure they pick up aggro for stuff. It's very mind-numbing to people who have already played this game before, so I'm probably not going to do on an episode, like I'll do that off episode. But the reason I will do it is because you actually get a ring from it called a brand new ring, which gives you XP bonuses to level 30. Which is nice to have. Because this minion is jumping all over the place, I'm gonna get rid of that, and we get the goblin again. Let's try something else. There we go. What do we get? The wind-up cursor. Alright, so let's talk to Ferry Skipper. We want to go to Alport. Ferry's bound for Alport. Are you riding with us? Yes. 40 gold. Ugh. Right. Okay, let's head over. Okay, now I'm just going to change macro. So the reason I use the macro is just to make my life a little easier. Because I generally have chat in free company, so guilds chat. So having a macro makes it a little easier. And the reason I'm changing it is because the Japanese data center, they tend to like the auto translate let's do it, whereas having played on the European servers, Europeans just tend to say hello if they talk at all. You'll also notice on Japanese servers they'll say nice to meet you or whatever in Japanese though. So thank you, we'll say good game. So what I'm doing here, the translate, so if you type a word in and press tab, if that exists, it will it'll show up. And tab is just this is the auto translate feature. I probably haven't shown it, but you can do stuff like you want to talk about the unicorn, you can grab the auto translate for unicorn, so it'll translate into whatever language the person has set, which is really nice when you've got a mix of languages. It wasn't as big a deal when I was playing on the European servers because the server I was playing on was mainly English speakers. Oh, and we're still not there to talk to the bloody... Oh, they wanted us to go into all novice, that's fine. Yeah, mostly your English speakers there. So I didn't have to use it often, but there were some other languages being tossed around. And I mean, if that's some of a concern to you, you can like sort so that you don't get anyone but English speaking players. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom the Yellow Jacket sent word. I hear you are to brave the depths of Sastasha's sea grot. The occupants of these caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such a den of savagery alone would be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions. And you shall need training. We here at the Hall of Novice can provide. I strongly suggest that you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. The smith here oversees the training schedules. Speak with him and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. When you have mastered all that our masters have to teach, then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket scout at the mouth of Sastasha's sea grot, and he will furnish with you with details of your duty. So yeah, I'm going to avoid that for now. Oh look, hunting lung stuff, I'll get that on the way out. Also, just to keep the sanity of the people in the dungeon, I'm going to skip cutscenes, but I'll try and cut them in later on. If I can't, they won't be there. If I can, they will be there. Simple as that. Please tell me you're here on the Yellow Jacket duty, and not some daft sod out for a stroll. I can't take any more of these blasted waiting. You are? Thank gods. I assume you already know about the ship seen slipping around the Isles of Umbra. We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since the vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have a den nearby. So when we received word that men of questionable quality had been seen passing in and out of Sastasha here, we weren't entirely surprised. I've yet to see them for myself, but if this lot belongs to those fishback fancying Serpent Reavers, well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. The kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the caves and find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping watch out here, praying you don't spot any blue face tattoos. Use the duty finder into Sastasha. Now, we are going to matchmake to find a party to go into this dungeon. Generally, the queue pops pretty quickly for tanks, because they're in short supply. However, the time currently is really weird for this, so we will find out what happens in a moment. I'm going to pop some food so we get some food buffs going, and then we're going to join. Now I'll cut this out so it doesn't take as long for you watching, but actually no, I don't need to, because while we wait I can go and get the hunting look stuff. Now this is generally unheard of, because tanks usually make the queue go a lot faster than normal, because they're usually the ones that are in need, aka there's not enough of them, but the awkward time of day has probably caused this. So we can just get used to fighting as a tank. So as you can see over here, we've got the duty finder for Sastasha. We've got one tank, which is us. We're looking for one healer and 2 DPS. So how many pucks do we need? We need 2 more. Alright. So I'm going to remember that we want maim first, because that'll give us our slashing resistance down. Now granted, I have played for a while, but tanking is still a new endeavour for me. I don't know if there were any more stuff that we need. Mossless Gobu, I don't think there's any of those here. We can get these hedge moles. So I still don't exactly know what like a good pool of enemies is. So that'll be slow going. Okay. Now we're gonna be careful, because there is a hunt monster around here sometimes. And I can't remember if they're hostile or not. I think they might be passive, but it's better safe than sorry. Alright, oh, that was enough. Doesn't matter. Keep going. Yeah, there might actually... Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. It's exactly what I was talking about. So the problem is, we've only been searching for English, as you can see at the top. So what we want to do is we're going to go in here and change language to all of them. There we go. Now, it should make that faster. Again, should being the key word there. But not necessarily an accurate word. So just be mindful of these pelicans. I think that's all of them that we can get from here. Oh, the buccaneers, yes, we can go for those as well. Oh, the killer mantis, which are over this way. I don't remember what level the mantis are though. If we don't end up getting a pop within 2 minutes, or once I kill these mantises, I might cut and then just wait. And then pop back in when it's ready. we haven't even got a DPS, which is unnatural. Granted, I am going specifically for Sastasha, so all I would really be pulling from is a pool of people who are playing Sastasha or looking for a group for Sastasha, or people who are in the leveling roulette. And roulette is basically, as it sounds, it just pulls together all of the dungeons, and you get whatever you get put into whatever is needed, effectively. Oh, press the wrong button there. Okay, so I think that's the manti. No, I need one more. Let's pull you in. See, that's what you'd be doing in the dungeon with the tomahawk throw. However, I don't think we'll be getting in anytime soon. Alright, we will go back to Quarterstone, which is down here. And if we don't get anything by then, I'll call it there. But yeah, it's a weird time. For the server, so it's probably not got the people that would be looking at this point. So yeah, so the Rotano Buccaneers I think are in this area here, so it shouldn't be too far, and I certainly cannot wait for Mount. Oh no, it's not the Buccaneers, it's the Goblins. The Dodos, I mean. Could have sworn that was the Buccaneers. Nope. That's the Flock. Well, these are all passive, which is good. While I figure out where I'm meant to be going. There they are. See, I thought they were close by. So we can grab them. Okay. We have still not gotten anyone else, so I will probably call it after this. Remain waiting and then see what happens later on. Okay, we need one more. We'll grab you. Alright. Yeah, no. Okay. So that's it there. So what I'll do is to fill out the episode, I'll withdraw from this. We'll save that for later. I'll get back on a more acceptable time, Marabi Bay for this server at least. So we want to go lower Lenosha, and we'll finish off this hunting log while we're doing it. Marabi Dry Docks. Actually, Marabi Bay, I think that actually is. So Marabi Bay is up here, so we want to go back to Limsa. No. Back to Limsa. Okay. Because as you can see, this is Limsa is probably the most popular sighting city, and generally this is full of people. At least on other servers, it's full of people. So, as you can see, it's practically empty. With a bunch of AFK people. That's what the chair means, by the way. Alright, so let's go Tempest Gate. And quickly run over. Now the moss, there's one. Bingo, level 12 too. Made quick work of that. What's the next one? Next one is the Wild Wolf. Have we been to Oakwood? Ah, we should have gone there first. Oh well, doesn't matter. So back to Alport. So Upper Lenosha is, I probably mentioned this, but Upper Lenosha is separated into two parts, Oakwood and Bronze Lake. Bronze Lake has the Aetheryte, but they're separated by a lake. So you have to go to this ferry dock to go over to here to get to Oakwood, or you can just walk up here. Walk up this part here and it gets you right into it. And thankfully, the things that we're fighting, or we're looking to hunt, are the wild wolves. And the wild wolves are right on the precipice of this exit. So it'll be good there. Dusk bats. Takes a while to walk anywhere, that's for sure. It certainly makes you want the mounts and miss the mounts. I mean, the mounts aren't ridiculously fast, but they do improve you a lot, especially after you've had to walk everywhere. So we'll grab this wild wolf. Okay, that's one. We need 4 of them. There should be, there's 1, 2 over there, and that'll be our lot. And boom. Okay, we want to take one at a time. Just in case. Alright, heavy swing. Alright, let's see if we can get... Oh no, we've already lost Thingo. Raging Strike, so what it's called, Berserk. Okay, so this is the last one, and it's also going to finish the page for us. Alright, nice, done, and we level up, level 22, very good. I don't know if we get any abilities from that though. No, the next one is 26. That's 40, yeah. That's fine. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to head back to Limsa. We'll head over back to our Marauders Guild. Marauders Guild. Coral Tower. We can take our seat at that desk and then we'll sign off. Alright, so what we'll do is I'll get back on a more acceptable time, I guess, or a time more likely to net me a actual dungeon run. But in the meantime, between the episodes, what I'll do is I'll go into the Hall of Novice and get the ring, which will give us a XP buff till level 30, which will be nice because level 30 is the level which you would unlock, well, providing you do the level 30 class quest, it is the level that you unlock the job. It'll also give us some nice armor. The armor is for level 15, so it's going to be below our level, but it is item level 17, so it's actually better gear than you'll get at level 15. So we probably won't need it. For the most part, we can replace the chest and that's it, because we got a level 20 gear. But also the brand new ring does give us some stat benefits as well, so we'll do that off camera, and that's it. So we'll catch you later.